You're listening to the Straight to Video podcast with Rob Lane.
Hey, what's up? Hope you all, and thanks for checking out a brand new episode of my show, Straight to Video. Always appreciate you coming back to listen again. I'm 5 years into this show, and it always feels great to have another episode out there, so cheers for being a listener. Now, it's been a busy few weeks, what with plans over at our 80s video shop, and I also got the chance to head out on tour for a few days with the wonderful Ugly Kid Joe selling their merch, which was a lot of fun. Ugly Kid Joe guitarist Klaus has been a guest on this podcast in the past, along with, of course, Chris Catalyst, who now plays second guitar for the band, so head back and check out those chats from a while ago. And I've also really admired the frontman that Whitfield Crane is and has become. Without doubt, one of the best I've ever seen, so it's great to watch every night. Shout out to Gav and everyone in the band and crew for having me along, and I hope to do it again sometime. If you came to a show and picked up some merch, I truly do appreciate you. Also been doing some miles up and down the motorway, so catching up on other podcasts, particularly one which I consider probably the greatest of all time, and that's Mark Maron's WTF podcast. After 16 years, Mark is bringing his show to an end this autumn after over 1,600 episodes. That's the bar right there. There's no way I could get this show anything close to how Mark works an interview, but I have took endless notes and inspiration. Even our website, stvpod.com, I copied from Mark's WTFpod.com. His talks are always inspiring, and I've become fans of people I never thought I would from listening. But Mark was talking some interesting stuff on a recent episode, which I related to quite a bit. He was speaking to Tom Green, another really cool guy whose documentary you should check out if you get a chance. And Mark was saying how he just totally missed Tom's success during the 90s. He just passed him by along with many other things which were uber popular in the world, and I kind of felt the same. There was so much cool stuff, particularly in the 90s, which kind of really passed me by. I never jumped on stuff like Pulp Fiction, along with loads of other massive films and so many other things like certain TV shows which everyone raves about, but they just never got on my radar. I think I was so into music and forming a band around that time, I just didn't have the time or brain capacity for anything else. It is kind of cool to go back and rediscover that stuff so long afterwards, but it just got me thinking and wondered if any of you felt the same way at all. Anyways, back to today's show and our amazing guest. I finally got to complete what you might call Wildhearts bingo of some kind, at least the very first level, as on today's show I speak with the wonderful Danny McCormack, OG bassist for the Wildhearts and just such a warm and friendly human being. Previous episodes of the show have seen me chat with Ginger, Rich, CJ and Scott, so it was really cool to get Danny on board too. So a quick shout and thank you to our pal Harry Rivers for putting in a good word and reconnecting us both after a few years since we did a tour with Danny's old band, the Main Grains. Danny was in really great spirits and he's got a bunch of cool stuff going on right now. Not only has he released his book, I, Danny McCormack, Once a Wildheart, Always a Wildheart, which he wrote with Guy Shanklin, that's out now, but he also has a brand new band all set to go, Danny Wildheart and the UK Reprobates, and a new EP, If You're Not Living on the Edge, You're Taking Up Too Much Room. We chat all about the new band and songs, along with diving back into Danny's past, growing up in South Shields, getting into music and bass playing, and of course the Wildhearts, and just a lot of fun, positive stuff. If you come for any drama, you won't find it in this chat, unfortunately, because we're both in real positive mode and championing the return of just a sweet, fun guy who loves his music. So for now, thanks again for listening, and sit back and enjoy my straight-to-video chat with Danny McCormack.
Hello, mate. I'm just my sister. She's got the music really blast. How are you doing, Rob? You all right?
I'm good, dude. How's things?
I couldn't hear myself fucking sing, yeah?
Sorry to hear about your dog, dude. That's heartbreaking, mate.
I know, mate. Shadow, bless him out. You broke me bloody heart, man. Oh, 21-year-old, Rob.
I don't think I've heard of a dog living that long, mate.
Good food and love, man. Made it smell every day of the day. I got my leg, he'd run away with it, man. I had to crawl after him.
Is I'm taking this.
Yeah, man, he's so fucking funny. You just see me leg and I took it out of the box and he just literally grabbed it and he just ran off with the fucking thing.
Had you had him since he was a pup?
6 months old since he was teething, man.
Oh, man.
He was a rescue dog.
Had he been ill or did he just slow down or what was it?
It's just old age, yeah. He's 21.
21, that's insane.
That's incredible, isn't it, man?
Yeah, to have a dog for that long, mate.
The oldest dog was 27. I was looking under it. The oldest dog was 27, mate.
Whoa.
In Brazil. That's a long time for a dog, man.
We've got our little Jack Russell. He's coming up to 16 and he's doing all right. It's slowed down a lot. They're part of the family though, mate.
They're not pests, man. They're family members, aren't they? The children, man, you just love them so much.
But how are you, mate? It's lovely to hear from you.
I'm doing great. And you, Rob, it's good to hear your voice. It's been many months. It's been a long time since we spoke, man.
It has, mate. When was that tour with the Main Grains?
Fucking hell, it was about...
Well, it's pre-COVID, so...
It was about 6 years ago, I think, wasn't it?
It's got to be, mate. Time's just going way too fast.
It seems like flown, you know? Yeah, man. Can you record at your end so it's still on the phone, like?
I'm already recording, mate. We're all good.
You're already recording? Fucking hell, I'll be sweating and everything.
That's all right. Mate, it's all good. I do lots and lots of editing.
Proper BBC Queen's English.
Exactly.
You know, you work with the BBC when somebody farts and the producer turns around and goes, "Oh, better an empty house than a bad tenant." How middle class is that, man? How rich is that?
How long you had that one? Is that a saying which you've had for a while?
Yeah, a guy called Timothy worked for the BBC when we did a BBC session in the 92, I think it was, 93.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. I thought, and he went, "Oh, better an empty house than a bad tenant." I burst out laughing. It's so fucking posh, you know what I mean? Poshest joke I've ever heard.
How are you for time, mate? Can I keep you for like 40 minutes or something?
You can keep us chatting as long as you've got air and as long as you can chat to me, mate. I'm all yours. I've been looking forward to this, mate. I've got a few stories.
Wicked, mate. Well, I've got some notes, but you feel free, mate, to go off on any left turns and tangents.
With us being bipolar, the concentration span's not great, so I do go on a tangent. You'll have to just bear with me.
That's all good. But no, tangents are great, mate, because it brings up stuff which I'd never think about.
Yeah, exactly. It's good to hear your voice, man. You're one of the good guys. You're one of the genuine good guys, man.
Well, we try as best, mate.
Exactly, man. Exactly, mate.
It's great to have you back on everyone's radar. We all miss seeing you being active and creative. You've had lots of going off, though. You released your long-awaited book last year, Once a Wildheart, Always a Wildheart, which you did with Guy Shanklin.
Yeah.
You've got a new EP in the works, so things are all good by the sounds of it.
I'm back in business. I'm fucking back on my feet and well foot. You know what I mean? And it's about time I done some music again. I've missed it.
Yeah.
And it's literally all I can do.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of the book, though, first, the book was done over quite a long period of time. How was that whole experience for you? Was it rewarding for you or hard work mentally going back to some places?
I really enjoyed it, you know. I really enjoyed it. Some of it was tough for me. My upbringing, my childhood was just tough to go back there and stuff. But I found it like pretty easy. My memory for the amount of fucking substances I've done over the years, and everybody knows quite aware of that. I've got a fantastic short memory. When I used to fucking blow Guy Shanklin's mind away, how the fuck do you remember so much detail? And I've got one of the memories. Like I say, no matter how foggy it was with all the drugs and drinking and stuff, I've got a good memory. And when I close my eyes, I can see it in 3D, relive the moment. The thing is, I've got another book in this, man. I've got so many fucking stories and fucking memories, and do you know what I mean? People have said you should do another one, and maybe I should. A lot of people say the book was like very hard to read. It made them laugh and cry. It moved them, you know what I mean? Took them on a journey. Once they started reading it, they couldn't put the gun down, which is a compliment and a fucking half, isn't it? I just stuck to what I knew or like how it happened.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? There's no fun in like making extravagant fucking lies and stories up and stuff like that. Because it just comes out like you're a cunt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather just stick to what actually happened in my world.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. So how far are you from where you grew up in South Shields?
About a 20-minute walk, 15-minute walk.
Really? Is it like revisiting the old neighbourhood when you go out and about?
No, not really. It's all changed. South Shields. It's going downhill, man. It's a shame. I've heard it's going right downhill. All the shops are closing. There's no money about it. It's turning into a bit of a ghost town, I'm afraid. It used to be a vibrant place, man. Had a fantastic beach and fair. When I was a kid, it was an absolutely buzzing place, you know what I mean? It's like fucking like about 50 bars in a fucking 3-mile radius.
Did you take that for granted then when you were a kid with like a beach and a fairground?
You do. You don't realise how fucking lucky you are until you travel and you realise, fucking hell, South Shields is actually a great little fucking place, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I had a trouble upbringing privately at home, but I didn't talk about that when I went. I used to hang around with punks and skinheads, and I used to drink cider and take magic mushrooms and listen to Sex Pistols and just enjoy myself and escape.
Was you welcomed into that community from a young age?
I was, yeah. I was always the youngest. But with us being able to handle myself, though, I used to think, we'll get him on our side.
Well, that's what they say, make them laugh.
Exactly. I had to be able to handle myself. Robert School, I was brought up in the 70s where it was pretty rough. My mum used to move to house all the time. So I was changing school, so it was like eat or be eaten in the 70s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just had to stick up for yourself and just basically find out who the hardest one is, go and chin him on the second day and just don't get bullied.
So from all these punks and skinheads that you met, which one did you think, oh, that guy looks cool?
There's a guy called Jimmy Clemens. He had a Mohican, a skinhead and then a Mohican. Geordie Rafters used to be my next door neighbour on Emerald Avenue. He used to wear like fucking like all of the fucking punk clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
All the skinheads and punks used to hang around a place called Horsley Hill. And there was one of them with a caliber on his leg. And what they used to use him as a battering ram and rob the off licence. get the bottles of old English cider for £1.
Oh, mate.
I used to use crutches, fucking battering them. There was some right characters, man. Just naughty boys, you know what I mean? But it was them times, you know.
Where did they get all the cool punk rock clothes? Did they make them themselves?
A lot of them made them themselves, yeah. DIY. Some bought from shops. There was a few punk shops in Newcastle where you could get bondage trousers and bondage jackets. But Dr. Martens are pretty regular anyway.
How old was you when you first went in one of them shops? Was it scary? Like, holy shit.
Oh, no, I loved it, man.
Yeah.
I loved it. I just was something like, this is great. You know what I mean? I used to wear all the punk clothes myself. You know what I mean? I was just a little punk rocker when I grew up. Yeah, the music, man, Robin, it blew my mind.
Did you all used to hang out together with like a stereo and listening to music, or did they introduce you to bands?
Yeah, we used to go into caves in Marsden, massive caves, and we used to have a fire and a ghetto blaster, loads of batteries, loads of magic mushrooms and loads of cider. We used to listen to punk rock.
In there till the early hours, you come out of the caves and it's fucking daylight.
Oh, the next day, yeah, we'd be the next day, man. We'd be there for 12 hours, tripping our heads up.
Shit, should be at school.
Yeah, exactly. All of my friends were older, so they all left school before me. All I wanted to do was to be free and go down the beach and drink cider and listen to me punk music, you know what I mean?
So they are your good memories of growing up?
Absolutely, yeah, man, yeah. Well, the little gang, you know, the Marsden skinheads. I used to knock around with the Horsetail skinheads when I was really tiny, and then the Marsden skinheads and punks. And there was never any fucking trouble.
Did any of them ever come to see you play later on?
Yeah, I've kept in touch with a few of them, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they all know like what I've done and stuff. It's like, I can't believe it, really. Especially like when I ended up playing with the Pistols and stuff. And then doing a record with Paul. I done a single with Paul Cook. And Order from the Toy Dolls. We went number 8, mate. It was hard. I've been in the charts. In a band called the Tallywags. And we're doing a song called Georgia Light Brigade. Tom from the Professionals and the Yo-Yos. My brother Chris from Adamant and Gary Newman and Three Colours. And Olga from the Toy Dolls. Paul Cook on drums and me on bass.
Fucking super group, mate.
Yeah, man. I was doing a song and then we went number 8 in the charts. Like I say, it was hard as I've been in the chart.
What year was that?
It was about a year ago or something.
Nuts, man. Speaking of your brother Chris, he's your younger brother, but not by much.
A year and a half.
Yeah. So was the pair of you a team growing up, being pretty close in age, or was you always at one another?
Oh, you think the Gallaghers were naughty. Fucking check out the McCormacks. We used to punch fucking lumps out each other.
That's probably it with it being close in age, because I spoke to someone the other day and they had a brother who was like 10 years older, so that was a different kind of relationship.
Yeah. We were like really close, you know what I mean? And I was like anything for the peace, mate. Like anything to be just pacifist, and he would just come in drunk and fucking argue.
Right.
And they always have to have the last word. He used to drive me nuts, Chris. But I loved him, you know what I mean? I loved him dearly. We were going to the punk at the same time together, and we shared a bedroom. All the posters were fucking all around the room. Couldn't see what walls for posters. We always music on. And then I got a bass, and then the next year he got a guitar.
What was you into before music, being similar ages? What was you into? Was you into any sports or anything like that? Football or anything?
I used to box.
No way.
Yeah, I used to box, but unfortunately I got all trained up and stuff. And then the guy, when you missed practice last week, what were you doing? I says, I had bad chest. And what's wrong with your chest? I says, I've got an asthmatic. He says, fuck, you can't fight.
Right.
So I was good at it, you know, I didn't know all the training and stuff, but I just wasn't allowed to fight professionally because I had asthma. I loved it as well, but football was my thing as well. Until I discovered magic mushrooms and Sex Pistols, I thought, fuck, running around the field. If you're running around the field, you may as well be looking for mushrooms.
I love it. Didn't I read that your grandma, she ran a pub and that was a bit of a gateway for music for you?
Did, yeah. The Garrick's Head in South Shields.
Right.
She used to have gangsters, she used to have gays, she used to have blacks, she used to have Irish, she used to have policemen, she used to have fucking criminals all in one pub and never had a bit of trouble.
Nice.
She had a really good fucking reputation, your grandma. She knew how to run a pub, and it was a proper 70s pub with doors, dominoes, a piano. Piano player used to come in and he used to play for his beer, and an accordion player used to come in and play for his beer. If there was a beer on his table, he'd play through tunes, and so just people were just putting the pint on for him, just playing for the drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They never had to buy a single drink, they just play for the drink. I'd be sitting looking at the saucy, naughty, sexy postcards from Blackpool. When we got that Charlie played dominoes. 7-year-old with Sandy, and it was half a pint of lager and half lemonade, you know, we were out 3.
Oh, man. Did they have one of them big, like, cigarette machines as well, where you got your fags from?
Yeah, and I remember we got the first asteroids and Space Invaders in there.
Nice. A stand-up one or, like, the flat table?
The table asteroids, but the stand-up Space Invaders.
Oh, how much money did you drop into that thing?
The man used to leave credits on us for us. When he used to come around and service the machines and take the money out, he used to go, there you go, Danielson, there's 5 credits on there for you, and I used to pay for it now. Perks of the job.
So, was you the original Danielson then, before Karate Kid?
Yeah, I was the original Danielson. got on great with them, you know, but there was just really, really good senses of humour and stuff, you know what I mean? Learning all the naughty words, and it was fucking great, man. I was just being around them sorts of people, and it was so real and working class and fucking just real, you know what I mean? Stunk of smoke. Everybody drinking, and you know what I mean? And it was just a proper 70s pub.
Yeah, I mean, what an education. You had that, and then you had all the punks at the beach and stuff like that. All these people coming into your life and shaping who you become later on. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I was very, 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 very lucky when I was in South Shields when I was a kid. You realise how lucky you are, you know. I had a good bunch of people around us, you know what I mean? All in the same interests and stuff. We just love music.
So when did bass playing come into your life?
I was about 11. My mum bought us a classical guitar when I was 8, Rob, and the two thin strings snapped. So that's me, a bass player. You know what I mean? I just thought, fuck it, I'll play the bass. And that's why I play bass. People ask me why I play bass, because my mum didn't have the money for strings, basically. And I snapped 2 strings, so I didn't have a lot to tell her. I thought I'd get wrong. So I just thought, fuck it, I'll be a bass player.
Did you, if this makes sense, did you understand the role of the bass guitar from the start, or was it a way for you to play in a band and you just figured it out from there?
Yeah, I knew what the bass and what the guitars and what the drums and vocals were doing through listening to music, you know. And I loved bass for some reason. I just really, really took the bass. I loved it. You know what I mean? And playing along with records and that. And once you learn how to tune up, Rob, and you get into the right key of the record, and you can start working out your first tunes. And when you play your first tune all the way through without a mistake, when it's for buzzing or all, a little achievement, that, you know, it's a little milestone, and you just take it from there. I can't really know the fucking music, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I just put my fingers where it sounds right.
Was there any bass players who you particularly loved or admired early on?
Oh, it was fucking Sid Vicious, man. I was a Sex Pistol fan, you know what I mean? And then Bonnie Boss from the Stranglers.
Right.
J.D. Bennell from the Stranglers, his sound was just fucking mind-blowing.
That's what I was wondering. It's like, because I grew up being into like late 80s hard rock music, where for a lot of the times the bass got buried in the mix. You really had to train your ear to hear the bass. But I mean, the Stranglers, it's there present and centre. It's like, holy shit, what's that?
It's great, isn't it? And what a sound, man. You had that because you had a fucked up speaker, man. What a bass player, man. The tasty as fuck. It's great. Do you know what I mean? Sexy, sleazy, fucking, you can fuck to it, you can drink to it, you can fucking dance to it, you know, it's just great, man.
At what point would you say you found your sound? Is it something I've always loved, particularly getting to tour with you and hearing it all the time? And I don't know if you've seen it or not, mate, but there's a comment on a YouTube video online which says it sounds like a piano fed into a wood chipper.
Oh, that's mint.
It's great, right?
So I was looking for that sound for years, and I was finding the right tools for the job, getting the right pedal and stuff. Basically, you know what I was doing with it. Our Chris had blockers in his room, and for some reason I tried an overdrive.
Right.
For some reason I just put it on and went, that's the sound I want. I had a little effects thing on Endless Nameless, and that was when I first started to get me proper sound, you know what I mean, the distorted one. And I never looked back since then. It's quite similar when I get me sound, but it's my trade secret.
How do you approach it in the studio? Has it caused problems with engineers and producers?
Yeah, because you always want to use a DI, and I absolutely fucking hate DIs.
Right.
You know, that clean, really horrible. What do you want that in your fucking mix for? Just make it up. I've got my sound, just make the cunt up, man. Just old school. You know, you don't need a DI, just fucking make the cunt up. I've got my sound, you don't have to fuck around with it. And I always ask for between 600 and 900k extra all the time. They never seem to get that, but once I put them right.
And I would imagine you're a player, wherever you go, you can get your sound. It's in the fingers as well. It's not just coming from the amp.
You know what it is, Rob? I was thinking about this morning. You know, when I play, I mean every single fucking note.
Yes. It's the way you hold the pick, where you attack it with the pick.
Where you hold the pick, and that just pure fucking meaning. It's fucking hitting every single fucking note.
Yes.
And meaning every note, you know what I mean? There's wonders for your sound. You know what I mean? It's just fucking caring.
Caring, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, mate.
Caring and loving what you do, just for the right reasons, because it makes the hairs on your arm stand up. It's not to do with money or fame or all that bullshit. It's just because that's what you do. You know what I mean? It makes the hairs on your arm stand up, and it's adrenaline. It's the best drug I've ever tried, Rob. It's free. When music makes the hairs on your arms stand up and it makes you feel like you've got a beard in the back of your neck, it's unbelievable. It's incredible.
Did you always feel that from when you were a kid getting on stage for the first time? You got the adrenaline and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, all the hairs just stood up. I went, oh, this feels fucking right. Plugged it in the mains, man. It's amazing.
Everyone's playing out of tune in your early bands, but fucking hell, this feels good.
I was in a thrash band when I was younger called Energetic Crush. I got a record deal.
Yes, yeah.
I did my first album when I was 17.
Was you into that music? Was that like the music of the time and you was into it?
I wasn't really into me metal, but I used to like the cross between like what Motorhead done, and I used to like what Metallica done, where it was metal with punk attitude. Early Metallica, man, you know what I mean? It's fucking the bee's knees, isn't it?
Just that raw garage.
Yeah, man. bands like SODI and punk stuff like Bullthrower, Cerebral Fix, Entombed, Napalm, Bang from Punk Called Doom, they were great. And then Cerebral Fix, they were on the same label. It was just underground punk thrash.
How long was you in that band for?
From when I was 16 till I was 18 and a half. Then joined the Wildhearts when I was 19. I went down with 2 Greg's carrier bags of clothes and a bass and lived in Ginger's cupboard.
His cupboard.
Dodged the right woman, and she was always coming down. Every time I was always coming down on a fucking acid.
Oh, brilliant.
And I was there for about a year living in his cupboard, and then got sent to Warner Bros. And moved to Abbey Road. Bit of a turnaround, you know what I mean?
Just a little bit. How did you approach your bass parts in the Wildhearts? Was it collaborative, or would Ginger have ideas?
I could play whatever I wanted.
Really?
He had basic ideas, root notes, and odd run that he'd like in and stuff. But he said, you just do what you do.
That's cool, actually.
Play whatever I want on the bass.
Fair play to him on that one. Because, I mean, he's like a songwriter who, and obviously he can play anything.
Yeah.
I would imagine he's one of those like crazy
Yeah.
guys that hears the entire finished song in his head.
Oh, I do, mate. I'm one of the crazy guys as well, but not so fucking much as him.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you obviously like hear like certain things that like we can do this bit here.
Yeah.
But it's basically free reign, you know what I mean? It's
That's cool, man.
give Richie some drum ideas, like, oh, I want Tom's here, and then Phil here, and then, but Richie just play.
Yeah.
For a bunch of very dysfunctional people who were very functional when he got in a studio or on a stage, you know, we could play and all that, we could make a canny sound together. You know what I mean? We made some good records, I'm very proud of them.
Oh, totally. So you should be, man. They're a massive part of people's lives.
Oh, it's like being in the Mini Ramones or Mini Motorhead. It's like proper cult band where people love everything, the B-sides, the A-sides, the outtakes, the demos.
Yeah.
And they've got everything. And it means a lot to them. It's affected a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, and you can't buy that. No record company can buy that.
Nah, that's worth more than a million quid in the bank, man. Because I was just the same as them. I was a fan of the band I was in. And that wasn't being big-headed. I was just being proud and absolutely loving it. Doing it for the right reasons, not for money. I'd never talked to Ginger about money ever in my life. I was to quote Ozzy Osbourne, I was getting kissed with basically fucked. I wasn't seeing money, but I was travelling the world and I was living the life. And I didn't want to talk about money because it might have spoiled things.
Exactly. Yeah, it's that weird grey area.
They might have thought, fuck him, he's getting greedy, we'll replace the cunt. I didn't want to lose my job. But why? I wouldn't lose it over money. I don't care about money. Do it because I love it.
You played with some incredible bands right from the get-go. Obviously, AC/DC is huge. The Sex Pistols, who you mentioned. Also bands like Alice in Chains, Manic Street Preachers.
Yeah, Alice in Chains. They were great. Me and Lynn bonded, man. We got on well. Similar hobbies.
You toured the UK with Love Hate when they were on fire and
Love Hate. Yeah, they were a good bunch of boys.
kicked off the Izzy Stradlin tour.
We're doing one gig with Izzy Stradlin. We'll fly post his second gig when he kicked off the tour. So is he struggling? On the 4 stars.
When I mention like those list of those classic bands, does anything particular jump into your head? Any character from any of those bands?
Playing with the Pistols, man. Fucking, we were on tour with AC/DC, man. This just was just fate. We were on a 3-month tour, world tour with AC/DC. We had a day off, and it was the day the Sex Pistols came on. We were quite happy when Bill, I was going to Ginger, this is fucking wrong, this. He said, what's wrong, Danny? This is wrong, this. He said, what's fucking wrong with you? I said, this is wrong. I said, this is totally fucking wrong. He said, what's up, man? I said, stiff little fingers and the buzzcocks on before the Wildhearts, that's wrong. And you went, Danny, you fucking in a popular band when you're famous, mate. But I was going fucking wrong. I had to do a copious amount of drugs to get my head over it. That day, man, Rob, I was with my mum and my dad and my brothers. My brother Chris, he played it with 3 colours. What a day, man.
Oh, wow.
My brother Anthony was down, my sister, the whole family were there. It was just fucking great. Lovely summer's day. We had fucking a lot of drink and a lot of drugs. I was so fucked up. I went home in a taxi with Punk Lynn, one of my friends from South Shields, a punk, Lynn obviously, and my mum and my sister, they were all staying at my house. I was that far gone. The taxi pulled over. My mum says, what are you doing? I was trying to insert my fucking credit card into the dashboard of the car. I'm getting some money out of the cash point. I thought I was in the bank. I seen the green light, man. I was fucking wasted, man. Shit, you daft blackhead bastard.
Is there any footage of that gig?
I'm not too sure, you know. I'm not too sure. I'd love to think there was.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody would have had a video camera that day, you know what I mean?
You'd think so.
Yeah, man, yeah. I'm sure there will be footage. I've never actually seen it, and I would love to, actually. I would love to see that. Because we went down really well, because I was thinking this is a punk gig, and what's the Wildhearts going to go? We went down really fucking well. It was brilliant. You know what I mean? We went down fucking just as good as any bands. We were just like fucking, wow, that's amazing. You know what I mean? It was really lucky we were being the Wildhearts because we were accepted by punks and rock fans, you know what I mean? It was a mix. I was like a bit like Motorhead. They did that, didn't they?
Yeah, it was. I think it hit that change in the industry. It was like a sweet spot for you guys to come along as well.
Yeah. Nirvana had just hit as well, and it pretty much made metal redundant, didn't it, overnight?
Yeah.
All the hair bands.
Yeah.
They just disappeared, man. They couldn't get a fucking gig to save their lives. It was just all fucking guitars and fucking fuck-ups.
People wanted something more, if you want to use the word, real.
Yeah, it's when punk caught on, basically.
Could you feel things shifting at that time? Like you could feel the momentum?
Yeah, I could feel it in the air when I went to Seattle.
Yes, yeah.
Nirvana had just come out, and the Wildhearts were mixing a record, and I had landed in Seattle, and I was just thinking, this is where the grunge is all happening, and this is where music's still happening at the minute. Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Nirvana, all them bands. And we were right in the centre of it, and we were mixing my first record. And Ginger had met a sailor called Tattoo and an Indian artist called Murphy. Went round to theirs, tried crack for the first time, decided we'd fancy going to Mexico, and the next minute we were on the plane to Mexico. Went fishing in Mexico. It was just fucking mental. As far as the record company were concerned, they had paid for our flights and our hotels and stuff to go over and mix a record. We went on fucking holiday, man. We went to Mexico. We got kicked off the airplane.
No.
For opening our own beers by the feds to stop the fucking plane and drove it back. We were just on the runway in LA to fly to Mexico. We were just starting to go with the taxi, and we opened the cooler beers. All four we had a beer. They stopped the plane, drove back. Feds come on, got by the scuff of the necks and dragged off.
How the hell was you not deported?
Federal offence. He says, do you realise you're two rock stars? We're going to lose $1,000 on a fishing trip if you don't get them immediately on the next flight and put them up tonight and feed them. They're going to sue you. We didn't know what we were doing. We just blagged it, man. So they put us in a hotel, and we went to a Mexican restaurant and basically pretended we were in Mexico. And we seen a UFO, Rob.
Really?
And the guy that was in the Navy, Tattoo, he pointed it out like me pointing a car, going, no, so nonchalant, going, oh, there's a car. He just went, oh, there's a UFO. Me and Ginger were like, whoa, fucking hell. And I was there for a couple of minutes, man. And it was a UFO. It wasn't an airplane. It wasn't anything I know. I don't know what it was, but it was a UFO. It was different, you know, and it felt different.
Yeah. Well, Ginger still talks about that kind of stuff today. Was that one of his early fascinations of it, do you think?
Yeah, I know. He's very well into it. Yeah. He's reread all the books and got really into it. And we've both seen one together. And it was unbelievable. But he says that's nothing, man. He says when I was in the Navy, he says we used to see them do the formations in the Gulf of Mexico, doing all the dance, like all the moving, and you know what I mean? We had just seen one. He says that's nothing, man. I've seen dozens of them do the formations. We were told by the skipper never to talk because it's unofficial secret attack and it didn't happen.
You ever seen anything since?
No.
No?
Because I'm always staring at dog shit. I don't look at the sky.
You'd return to Seattle later on with your band, the Yo-Yos.
We signed to the American record label, yeah. We signed to Sub Pop, Rob. Quite funny the way this turned out, actually, isn't this? It was one of the times when Ginger had decided to split the Wildhearts up again. We went to Japan, and he come and he was pissed. He was full of whiskey and that, and he was just being cool to everybody. He went up, Richie, what are you going to do, mate? Now we'll split up. He says, I don't know. He says, I'll join another band. I'll do something. I'll keep doing. He went to Jeff, what are you going to do? He says, I'll do music as well. Turn to me, what are you going to do, Useless? I went, I'm going to form a band called You, and I just wrote the first 4 songs. And I wrote them on the plane on the way home. I wrote them out, the chorus out of my mind, keeping on. And I was just hearing music, and I was just, fuck it, I'm going to get a band going. But that's what he said, what are you going to do, Useless? And I was the first one out of the whole band to get a fucking album.
Did that put some fire in you as well, do you think?
Yeah, well, I didn't even think of that. I just thought, fucking whatever, I'm going to form a band, do 4 songs. Put that in your pipe and smoke you can. And he loved the band so much, he actually pulled me aside when it was just me and him in the toilets over the road from his mum's pub in the Mariner in South Shields. And Danny, I absolutely fucking love you. I'm so fucking much. Can I join your band? I says, we've got 2 guitar players. So it's polite way of saying no, innit? And that's a true story. Yeah, he did love the album so much that he just wanted to join the band. And with the Yo-Yos, they were like more to like the music that I was into when I was a kid. Like it's more straight. It's not so riffy, and it's more like punk attitude and stuff. And it was just songs, just rock and roll songs. You know what I mean? I
saw you guys at the Victoria in Derby.
Did you?
Yeah.
We were quite good live as well. We could pull it off. We all sang and stuff. Massive fan of Tom's voice, man.
Oh, he's amazing, yeah.
And what a songwriter. What a fucking songwriter, man. He was in a band called Sugar Snatch.
Right.
I'd first met Tom. Me and him were waiting for Charlie Harper to turn up from the UK subs when we were asked to be guests singing backing vocals on the Toy Dolls album. And me and Tom were like little kids because we were massive Toy Dolls fans, like really buzzing. We were waiting for about an hour and a half outside the Arsenal football ground, and he had forgot he was in tour, Charlie, bless him. So anyway, Me and Tom sat at the back of the bus, little kids got the beers out, and I had bought a bottle of Jack Daniels. I'd gotten gifted from the security from a venue in London. It was a confiscated gram of pure cocaine, and he had sent us in a Christmas card saying, "Dear Danny, have a Merry Christmas." So I kept it for the toy dolls arm. I kept it for a special occasion, and I went, "Tom, do you dabble?" He says, "Yeah, man, I like it a bit." I says, "What about coke and that?" And he says, "Love it, man, but it's just too expensive." And so we're just like fucking little kids back at the bus drinking lager, drinking whiskey and full of coke and that, you know what I mean? And just bonded, spent hours together and we really bonded. I mean, he gave us his album, band called Sugar Snatch, and we kept in touch. And he made a big impression on us, did Tom. Just as being a fucking nice guy. And I didn't play the album, the Sugar Snatch album, until we went in to do Endless Names by the Wildhearts, and I brought it in my bag and I put it on, and it just blew me fucking mind. And I always thought to myself, if I ever do anything again on my own, I'm going to call Tom. And I always remember that. And as soon as the Wildhearts hospital, I just had Tom in my mind. On the plane back from Japan, I thought, I'm going to get home, call Tom and get going. You know what I mean? And then he brought Bladder along. And Neil actually, he auditioned for the Wildhearts, but he was really young. He was like 16 or 17 at the time. Well, he made an impression on me. He was a great guitar player and a nice young kid, and I chatted with him for a while. I just wished him luck and stuff, you know. And then when I advertised in Kerrang, when I was looking for a guitar player, and Kerrang put a little message, he wants to audition for Danny's new band, and he auditioned for that, and he got the job.
Aye, nice. There you go. Worth the wait. Just had to wait for a while.
Absolutely. I remembered him. I remembered him from then, and I went, fucking hell. Tom was going, he's a bit young, he's a bit young. I said, that doesn't matter, man. I got a chance when I was 19, man. Give the kid a chance, you know. She says, he's a bit young, I'm not too sure. She said, give the kid a chance. And I proved him right, you know. Got some news and all. I've reformed the Yo-Yos with Tom and Denzel from the Ginger Wildheart band.
Oh, nice. I was thinking of Denzel just the other day, actually, for some reason.
Well, yeah. He's a very dysfunctional young man, but he can play the drums.
Oh, mate, that's exciting news, though. Very cool.
Yeah. So the Yo-Yos are back together with Denzel on drums, but me, Tom, and Neil's original lineup, and we're going to do something towards the end of the year. Once I've done the solo thing first, we're going to do something. It's about time, I think. We've done it perfect. We've made one classic album and just fucking split. Had a great time, took it to excesses, and then just went. Seemed to live on in people's hearts, and people still play it now and love the album.
You're back with a new EP, Danny Wildheart and the UK Reprobates. If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. Amazing title.
Yeah.
How did that and all the songs come together?
I've had the songs for a while. I Don't Want to Be Nobody Else, the lead track, the single. I had that idea when I was doing the book. I was writing that, but all I had was, everybody is a rock star, diddle, diddle, diddle. Just the riff in that first line. So for some reason, I just remember that, and it's just, that could go anywhere, that, you know what I mean? I just kept that idea, and I just worked on it until I was happy. For Unsung Heroes, we've done that about 3 or 4 times live with the Main Grains, because I wrote it when I was in the Main Grains. This time, I thought, fuck it, you know what I mean? Danny Wildheart, I'll use that, you know what I mean? But I think I've earned the name by now.
Who's done the artwork for the EP?
The bass player from the Toy Dolls.
Oh, wicked.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
If you're going to get an artist, get a hero. Tommy Gruber, the bass player from the Toy Dolls, yeah, he done it for us.
Amazing. Got to be some T-shirts with that on, mate.
Yeah, and the song called Get It Done was going to be a Wildheart song. Ginger loved it, and he wrote some lyrics for it. He wrote like a verse, I wrote a verse, he wrote a verse. He absolutely loved the song. I sent him when I was in the Wildhearts, but that never got done, so I'm using that one. And Who's Got the Drugs? I had that chorus when I was in the Yo-Yos, but when we used to doing sound checks, but I never got any further than just the chorus. So it took us 25 years to finish the cunt off.
Because that's got your bass tone is, as we discussed earlier, it's present and correct on the EP, but on Who's Got the Drugs, it's got the traditional walking country bass line. Is that something that's fun for you to play? Yeah,
that was used just no DI and a mic. That was a guide bass. It was all one takes, mate. We were doing pretty much everything one take. Drums one take, bass one take, guitars one take, singing one take. Just we knew what we were doing. But Mike, the drummer, I love Mike. He's become one of my best friends. He's 38 stone. He's the current British heavyweight tag team heavyweight pro wrestling champion with his brother Darren. He's 38 stone.
What?
He makes the drum kit look like a fucking toy. He's fucking huge, man. He's massive. He's 38 stone.
Have you been to see him wrestling?
I'm going to go and see him wrestle. I want to see him in Lakeland Leotard. I want to, get hard.
Have you ever been to a wrestling match?
I've never been to a live wrestling, but I used to watch Giant Haystacks and Big Daddy when I was a kid on World of Sport with Dickie Davis.
Oh, mate, it's changed since then a little bit.
Yeah, Big Daddy was Mike's hero.
Yeah?
Yeah, and he became a pro wrestler, and he's done quite well at it. He's doing very well at it.
That's cool, man.
He's also in the new Marvel film. What's it called? Something in Wolverine.
Okay, yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, he plays the Blob in that. He's the Blob in that.
Get the fuck out.
That's Mike. That's me drummer.
Mate, you're going to have this new band. You're going to be unstoppable. It's going to be this big crossover thing. It's going to be Wildhearts fans, punk rock fans, and wrestling fans, and Marvel fans.
I know. Exactly. It's going to be a right old mixed smash of fucking people. But bring it on. It's party, man.
So who else is in the band with you?
I've got 2 young guitar players called Toby and then Tom. Tom's like a rock-influenced guitar player, more rock. And Toby's a rockabilly punk. Plays the rock and roll and all the country picking and and it's something that I love, you know what I mean? It's just proper rock and roll punk guitar playing. So we've got two different styles, but they work really well together. There's no egos, there's no bullshit in this band, there's no egos at all. There's no fucking singer, there's just a bass player, drummer, and two guitar players, but I happen to sing, you know? There's no singers in the band, there's no attitudes. It's just a good bunch of people, just nice people. Rob, I've had enough of fucking working, fucking just being unhappy and working with people that aren't my favourite people in the world. I'm 53 now, I just want to enjoy myself for the rest of my time. Don't make it too hard, just do it for as long as it's enjoyable, and then when it isn't, just call it a day. You know what I mean? And I just want to be surrounded by nice people. I've had enough of fucking drama and fucking greed and jealousy, and I've had enough. Just had enough, Rob.
Doing it for the right reasons now, mate. Just for the like you say, for the music and the goosebumps.
I always have and always did. I always had and always did, because it means hairs on my arm stand up.
Doing it for them goosebumps, mate.
Simple as that, yeah. Still searching for that adrenaline.
So after all this time, you're joining the Wildhearts at 19 years old and never looked back since, with everything. I mean, you've been through a lot, mate.
Exactly, no regrets. Done a lot of mistakes, but I've got no regrets. I wouldn't change anything.
Is there anything you'd say to that teenager, though, now? No regrets, but is there anything you'd say to that 19-year-old?
Just be careful where the money's going. Just be careful where the money's going. You're with money, kid, and somebody's having it and you're not getting it. But like I say, I was too fucking... Didn't want to talk about money in case I got replaced because I was a cold, greedy cunt or something. And I didn't want to let that fucking be the reason why I was going to be out of my favourite band. Fuck money, man. It's only money. Got nothing now. I haven't got a pot of pissing, but I don't give a fuck.
Got your bass back though, mate.
Got my bass back. Yeah, and I'll be gigging in 6 weeks, so I'll be able to afford a sandwich. I've only got one fucking tooth left anyway. I can't fucking eat anyway. I've only got one fucking tooth left. It's my fucking sweet tooth, though. Do you know what it is? A lot of people just keep, get your teeth done, get your teeth done. I want my money's worth out these cunts first, man. But I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them pretty much placed pretty soon. I've got like one left and a couple of stumps. I'm just going to get just fucking dentures, you know what I mean?
You'll be an even sexier man by that point, mate.
I'm going to go on the sunbed. I'm going to weight train and start pulling again. Me and big Hollywood smile.
That's it, man. Well, I'll be excited to see you again. Looking forward to it. I know a lot of other people are looking forward to it as well.
Oh, brilliant, Rob. I can't wait. I'm really, really, really excited. It's like half excitement and half like, fucking hell, I hope I can pull this off. And it's just me on my own. Like, not me on my own, you know, but it's just like the first time I've like said, like, it's a solo thing, you know what I mean? So will people come? Will people like it? Will people... It's just all up in the air, but I hope so.
Baby steps, mate. Just let it build itself.
That's it. Just test the water, man, and start playing and just play as much as we can and just keep doing it and we'll get there.
Danny, I'm going to let you go, dude.
Oh, you're a gentleman, man. I hope you get some sense out of all our ramblings. Been a pleasure talking to you. It's been lovely hearing your voice, Rob, mate. You're one of the good guys. Like I say, you're a genuine good lad. Just a good lad.
Thank you, mate.
You can spot on a mile off, man.
Nice to see you in real life sometime soon.
Absolutely, mate. We'll knock some shandies back.
Wicked. Sounds like a plan, dude.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk with me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very, very much.
Anytime, mate.
Thank you sincerely from the heart of my bottom.
Big thank you to Danny McCormack for chatting with me on this episode of the Straight to Video podcast. Loads of fun and great to have him in such fine form. Make sure to check out the book, Danny McCormack, Once a Wildheart, Always a Wildheart, which is out now, and keep up to date with his new band, Danny Wildheart and the UK Reprobates on Facebook. As always, lots happening in the world of the 80s video shop, starting this Sunday, August 3rd, as we welcome filmmaker Lisa Downs to the shop. Lisa runs Life After Movies, making amazing documentaries on films like Flight of the Navigator, Flash Gordon and the upcoming Life After the Goonies. Lisa will be doing a meet and greet in the afternoon from 12 till 4, and then in the evening we're having a ticketed screening of Life After the Never Ending Story, plus a teaser clip of the new Goonies documentary, so you'll see a sneak peek before anyone else. So check out 80s Video Shop on all social media, and tickets for the evening event can be picked up at www.80svideoshop.co.uk. So that's all for this episode of the show. Really appreciate you listening and for the ongoing support. So until we chat again, make sure to always be kind, please rewind and unwind, and I'll speak to you all real soon.